It ceased to be a fair fight and instead become an annual, brutal assault. It's official, FIFA has killed PES. EA Sports sold a brain-melting 24 million copies of FIFA 18 across all gaming platforms. Konami, which published Pro Evolution Soccer 2018, is unsurprisingly silent about their game sales in comparison. This year's game was pushed out in August in an effort to avoid it being completely overshadowed by FIFA 19, as it is year after year. However, it hasn't helped. Physical sales of the new game, PES 2019, were down a hefty 42% on last year. PES has now passed the point of terminal decline and is a zombified game, limping on year after year. But how did it go so wrong for PES and so right for FIFA? Konami has released an annual football game since the mid-1990s, and it's known by different generations of fans as different names. Pro Evo, PES, International Superstar Soccer. The arcade feel of the game has spawned plenty of devoted fans, but those zealots are now few and far between. PES never cared much for official licenses, creating some classic made-up names. Ryan Giggs became Ryan Greggs, Ronaldinho became Nalderino, and Frank de Boer became Fank de Mol. This quirky naming was an endearing feature, rather than necessarily being a barrier for entry. PES players will talk affectionately of conquering the Champions League with Merseyside Blues or London FC. And anyway, you can rename a team anything you want. But in modern football, for teams, for players, and for leagues, branding became increasingly essential. As such, fans of the beautiful game increasingly hurtle towards the more marketing-savvy FIFA. If you're Paul Pogba or Manchester United, you want to see your player or your likeness being played with by millions of young football fans, and not a made-up player at a made-up club. It's harder to sell shirts to gamers when those shirts aren't yours. And that's why the game with the official licenses is more appealing to brands and players and clubs and leagues. The marketing spend that EA Sports floods into FIFA is colossal. Konami must look at that and go, we can't compete. And so they don't. But it also feels like they don't try to innovate on a year-to-year basis either. The one big license that FIFA lacked was UEFA's competitions. And this year, they've finally got their hands on the Champions League and the Europa League after the 10-year license expired with PES. Now gamers who want authentic football for any of the top leagues or competitions on the planet only have one place to go: FIFA. PES mops up some of the Tier 2 and 3 leagues, hoping to appeal to local niche markets: your Russian Premier League, your Scottish Premiership, most of South America's top flights. Japan is Konami's heartland. It's where PES has traditionally fought off FIFA. But last year, it lost the rights to J-League to FIFA, a huge blow for the PES franchise. PES does have Barcelona and all the license rights that entails, but it's hardly like FIFA doesn't have Barcelona either. You can still score wonder goals with Lionel Messi, sign Philip Coutinho on career mode, or win the Champions League with Barcelona. Around the time that gamers switched to Xbox 360s and PlayStation 3s, FIFA became a must-have yearly title for sports fans. And that's continued on the current crop of Xbox One and PlayStation 4 releases. For me, the death knell for PES was FIFA's Ultimate Team. Konami has never come remotely close to replicating such a fun and, crucially, highly monetizable game mode. For all the faults at EA Sports, the way they successfully turned the addictive nature of a Panini sticker collection into a functional, fantastic game mode was genius. The tweaks to FUT, as it's called by FIFA players, have been minimal over the years. Why change such a winning formula? And while die-hard PES fans might argue that the gameplay is still enviable on PES, the franchise had its lowest aggregated review score on Metacritic for 5 years, so those cries are a lot quieter in 2018. FIFA 19 is released on September 28th and will no doubt tear down trees once more in terms of sales. The sheer volume of cash thrown at it means it's destined to be a success. PES isn't even a competitor anymore. It's a speck of dust on EA Sports' galactic juggernaut of a game. Let us know in the comments section what you think of the PES versus FIFA debate. Do you think PES is dead, or is the only way down from here for FIFA? Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get all the latest FIFA 19 news and so much more direct from goal.